all the way back to the first real mission for Team 7. Back when Kakashi was a bum with aura, Sakura was useless, and Naruto had even less of a bag than he does now. But regardless, they get sent to escort this old, broke, bum Tazuna back to the land of waves. And since he don't got no motion for real, it's only a C rank mission, meaning they don't got nothing to worry about. This is about to be an easy check. It's like putting money on MJ winning the finals. I already know it's finna hit. That's free money. So they set off, and we see some freak pop his head out from a puddle to sneak a peek on some Hisoka timing before coming all the way out like Lil Nas, then launching another person, letting them both spawn in chains from their inventory like it's the 1800s. They go wrapping around Kakashi, completely tying him up, with his backup being a depressed 12-year-old and Sakura. So yeah, rest in peace, as they yank the chains and mutilate this man Kakashi, dropping off chunks of ground beef and ketchup like they finna make a struggle meal, leaving Sakura and Naruto shook. Except before they can even process what's going on, Naruto gets blitzed by both of them as they just stand behind him laughing like he got a messed up cut in the back or something, before they both are ready up with the chains until the prince pops up showing off his 2009 LeBron vert as he grabs his shuriken and yeets it at the chains, pinning them to a tree, and even following up with the kunai just to be safe, which crazily enough actually works, as Sasuke falls down on their arms before grabbing them and smacking them with kicks to the face, leaving Naruto over here paralyzed from the aura. He ain't ever seen nobody move like this. His only role model at this point is literally Aruka, and his ultimate is yelling. He probably ain't even think this was possible. But then the chain breaks, sending one of them blitzing for Naruto, got him petrified, and the other goes for Tazuna to try and finish the job, except Sakura gets in front of him with the blick, and even Sasuke pops in too to protect his baby mama. Till out of nowhere they get snatched into headlocks by none other than the copy ninja himself, just standing there farming, getting Sasuke pissed. He wanted all the attention for himself, as we find out that bro actually used a substitution earlier and decided to just wait till the last minute to jump in to make sure he looked as clean as possible, a lesson he then chose to teach Sasuke for the Chunin exams, as he then proceeds to cook Naruto, pretty much calling him a bitch right to his face and in front of his crush. And I'ma be honest, I wouldn't let that slide. If that was me, there would have been one less Jonin in the leaf. I'ma just leave it there. Before he then walks over to Sasuke and Sakura, still holding these dudes in headlocks, and they look like they done accepted their fate. They ain't even trying to break out. Don't tell me Kakashi actually got Conqueror's Haki, cause if he do and he's still a bum, I'ma be pissed. But since he feeling himself, Sasuke decides to ask Naruto a question.
You're not hurt, are you? Scaredy cat.
Sage! Sage! Sage!
And once again, right in front of his crush too. This guy Naruto is a better man than me. I would have sent us both to Hagoromo about 600 episodes early. But this leads to Kakashi interrogating Tazuna, calling them broke for trying to finesse this A or B rank mission down to a C rank mission, meaning they not even finna get their full money's worth, just for them to still do it anyway, since Naruto went Hannah Baker and took the poison out of his hand the old fashioned way. But while they lollygagging, we go and see some little guy pressing this mummy on the couch before he whips out a sword, put it into his neck. And this John long as mess, looking like, as he says, this time instead of sending bums, he'll go personally as the demon of the hidden mist. So Team 7 hits the road, or the One Piece solo in Ocean I should say, and we get a lore drop on the little man Gato, who is pretty much like a short Franklin Saint, who wants to eradicate Tazuna so that he can't make the bridge, therefore he gets more money. Shout out capitalism. Nice. And so eventually they make it to the village before hitting the road for real this time, as Kakashi realizes they definitely finna spin back and they are not finna send some bum Chunins this time. So he about to have some actual comp, meaning all the aura he just gained finna go out the window, cause I know he is not built for this. So they keep on walking until Naruto starts up the shenanigans, almost packing up this rabbit, leaving bro looking like he just got some marvelous head, until Kakashi realizes whites aren't from around here, meaning somebody brought this rabbit from somewhere indoors, which actually means someone used a substitution instead of getting packed up with Naruto's kunai, which confirms that 7 episodes into the series, Naruto already got like Jonin level sensory. But we can discuss that another day. As from in the trees, we see none other than Zabuza. who starts to slow look up on Kakashi like he's some fine shit before putting on an absolutely crazy glaze session until he just vanishes and we see his sword come spinning in trying to give everybody the Hidan treatment, making them hit the ground like it's a tornado drill before it goes sticking into a tree, and this man Zabuza transmissions on it looking back trying to aura farm too. Get around Kakashi and just start moving different, huh? But even in this do or die situation, Kakashi just walks up with his hands in his pockets like he Darvin him before he realizes nobody can pull up with aura like this and not be a threat, giving him no other choice but to start reaching for the headband. And for the first time we see the Sharingan, and that bit is still tough, and this gives Zabuza no choice but to start spawning in mist, then dipping out of there with the sword to go and strike a pose on the water, thinking he in the Ginyu force so that he can charge his chakra, getting ready for the fade, until suddenly he's gone. And not just him, because eventually the mist turns into 2022 Ice Spice, getting thick as hell, to the point even Kakashi disappears until he claps some hands and sends the mist flying back with so much aura we can even see it surrounding him. And some people just can't handle all that, as we see Sasuke tweaking off it and saying he's never felt something so chilling, even though he literally saw his brother turn into Makamaras and eradicate the family tree, you know, which includes him walking in on the corpse of his mother and father. But anyway, the crazier part is, Junk was so crazy, this man tried to join him before Kakashi stops him, telling his crazy ass to calm down. Bro was doing this in the first arc of the series, no wonder bro turned into a psychopath. Shout out to Neji, it was all his destiny. But even when Kakashi thinking he me, trying to act all calm and nonchalant, that shit all goes away when we see Zabuza pop in between Team 7 and Tazuna with this wild ass form, knowing he can hit 1 360 and get the squad wipe without even needing any heals. Except Kakashi blitzes in before bro could even swing, going straight into his kidney, got him leaking everywhere, looking like his water broke. And after seeing who bro be hanging with all the time, I can see why. Until behind Kakashi, we see another Zabuza who gets to swing his sword this time, connecting on Kakashi, giving him that Gojo special, making him half off, letting bro finally meet up with his dad. Except, of course, he was fade too, as a kunai gets put against Zabuza's throat, ending the fight in 18.4 seconds, before I could even sit up in my seat for real. They call this man the demon of the hit and miss, and all he did was strike poses in aura form. Bro was a glorified cheerleader. So now he got to think of 5 DDG songs before he joined the Headless Club with me. But that's such an impossible task, he might as well give up now. Except we hear him start laughing before he deep fries Kakashi, saying he'd never lose to some copycat mecha with Uchiha. As he then pops up behind Kakashi and loads a crazy swing that he ducks under, making Zabuza pull out that Uno reverse card and switch his hands before coming in with a kick and smacking him, knocking this man out the frame, finna send him flying into the sun. As Zabuza picks up his sword and goes running, just to stop when he sees these little ass spikes on the ground. Like, bro, you are a whole super ninja and worry about the equivalent of stepping on Legos. This is the epitome of being a fake demon, I'm not gonna lie. So instead, he turns around, striking a pose showing off the traps before jumping away as Kakashi falls into the water, missing his perfect chance to hit his ass with the RKO, until Kakashi then pops out the water, flexing his greater than One Piece durability, as Zabuza flashes in, spamming signs, then trapping Kakashi in a water prison, just like that. All the glazing and meat rotting so far just goes completely down the drain in bro's first real fight. I can't believe it, man. This whole arc so far has been the story of fake demons. First, Naruto, who's a literal demon, then Zabuza, and now the third strongest person in the leaf. Probably even the second strongest Jonin in the world. Just cooked. And so now Zabuza casts a jutsu and a water clone spawns in to finish the job, leaving Naruto mortified. You think he just saw what Jiraiya got hidden in his closet or so. As the clone starts loading in even more mist, making the screen look like it's filled with snow, like his Marvel rivals, until Naruto get kicked like 30 feet back, even knocking off little bro's headband. And seeing this, Kakashi like, oh yeah, these niggas are cooked, before telling him to just run away. And of course, that Uchiha pride was not finna let that happen. As Sasuke goes running in, launching like 5 shuriken in a straight line, like Zabuza don't got this monstrosity of a sword that easily packs them all up. As Sasuke goes jumping, then following over him with a kunai caught back like he D-Rose, just to get the cane treatment, as Zabuza gripped the mess out of this 12-year-old Nick before just yeeting him out of there. And so Naruto like, he got Sasuke? Oh yeah, I don't stand a chance. And just look at how he looks over, bruh. This boy is terrified, as Zabuza just towers over him like he got an N1, with his eyes pitch black, mad as hell, and Naruto definitely feeling that pressure because, bro, look at him. But then the main character Genins starts to kick in as he turns to run, but notices the bandage on his hand, reminding him that he said he'll never back down again. So after the Nick at 30 pep talk, he locks in and goes running. But these have absolutely no faith in bro. Kakashi in here mad and Sakura spazzing more than when Sasuke made her a single mom, not thinking bro even has a chance to survive. As we then see ketchup splatter and Naruto gets sent rolling and tumbling right into the Yamcha with perfect form. But that boy got his headband back because he getting ready to beat this man ass with that shit on. That's what I'm talking about, man. Who got more dog than him? As he tells Sasuke that he got a plan and not even bothering to tell Sakura knowing she can't do shit. But before we can even get to the boxing, we get a lore drop on the so-called demon of the mist Zabuza and how he had to murk over 100 of his classmates just to pass his graduation exam. What? So yeah, all that fake demon stuff I was talking about earlier, forget about it. This man was King Von of the Mist, had more bodies than Ruby Rose. I retract all former statements. Until out of nowhere, he checks Sasuke, sending him to the ground. Then follows it up with the damn people's elbow like he the Rock, making him cough up a whole bottle of ketchup. And then even put his foot on his tummy, basking in the aura of comboing a 12-year-old. Unk still got it, I guess. So now finally Naruto pulls his sign out, spawning in hella shadow clones, completely surrounding Zabuza like seniors with the freshmen, till they ready up their kunai and all go leaping above him and making this fat pile on top, trapping bro under a pile of miners like Drake's exes. Except Zabuza locks in and sends them flying off of him, making them go sliding in the dirt before one of them reaching their bags like they've had enough and finna pull out the blick. And then yeeting out a shuriken to Sasuke, who Odells it and instantly figures out the plan, showing off that A+ chemistry 8 episodes into the series, man. These was made for each other. As she just stands there holding it, trying to look tough in front of Sakura like we didn't just see bro getting stomped out 18 seconds ago. Before he goes jumping up, then falling down and launching it right past Zabuza's clone and towards the real one that just snatches it out the air, no problem. Before another one comes flying in, giving him nowhere else to go except the Gojo cosplay meetup. Except then he jumps over it, but Sasuke still let out a smirk like he got something devious up his sleeve. As the shuriken poofs into Naruto, who then beams a kunai, giving Zabuza no choice but to pull out, freeing Kakashi. Then turning around, pissed, when all he had to do was take the kunai to his arm like a chimp. But some people not real demons for real. So now he loads the shuriken ready to finish Naruto until that man Kakashi pop up, blocking the shuriken, not even looking at bro. That's some real shit right there. As he looks up like a real demon, getting Zabuza shook. I knew that chain was fake. So then Kakashi smacks the shuriken to outer space and they both jump back, getting some distance. Before we see the absolute worst showing of hand signs of all time. Where I kid you not, these dudes sat here for 30 seconds spamming hand signs in the middle of their fight. So I'm here to ask you, in what world, especially full of ninjas, would this be a viable option in a fight, bro? They box any actual comp doing this and they get in one tap. Like imagine at this point in the series, Zabuza pulls up on Itachi and he was like, oh, you on the Akatsuki, right? You got a nice bounty on your head. Let me hit you with this water jutsu real quick. And he sit there for 30 seconds spamming signs just to eat an Amaterasu to the face, bro. That's all it takes. But they do it anyway, both making water dragons that go all the way up through the sky and just cancel each other out after all the dramatics. They want me to think that junk was tough so bad. As we then go in to see them clashing under the waterfall trying to be romantic. As ironically, somebody back here in the tree come out of nowhere looking like they in a sundress. I gotta get on my best behavior. But we go back to Kakashi and Zabuza separating before both doing the 10-10 technique and for no reason, just wasting screen time until they just strike a pose. Cause whole time, Kakashi just playing with his food, copying everything this man does, getting him pissed. Got him going into his freezer bag, seeing by the time he's done with him, he'll never open his monkey mouth again. What? Like, hey yo, bruh. He not even black. As Kakashi loads the Sharingan and starts up a water vortex that goes spinning into a fat ball that crashes into Zabuza, sending him through the water on the monthly search for Shisui. It's so crazy getting cooked by a water jutsu versus someone from the land of fire when you're from a whole water village. Like what happened to Shade, bro? This is like Shaq beating Steph in a 3-point contest, bro. You supposed to be made for this. But that junk is going crazy too, running all up through the forest before eventually putting man's back first into a tree. Cooked. And it ain't even over, because then we see Kunako flying in, going right into bro's limbs, pinning him up on the tree like he a poster. And somehow this guy Kakashi is up here on the branch, posted up for no reason, like he ain't the one who just threw the kunai. Until Zabuza asked, can he see into the future, cause he was on his ass like he got observation hockey. But unknowingly, he set Kakashi up for a bar.
Yes, this is your last battle, ever.
Except out of nowhere, we see Needles come zooming in, bodying Zabuza, and by none other than the masked assassin, as the victim slowly falls to the ground, probably joining his classmates from back in the day. So Kakashi transitions down to confirm, and yeah, bro is halfway through the nether portal as we speak. So then Haku goes down, picking him up, and then it's gone with the wind. Never to be seen again. Making this crash out Naruto just run over and just start punching the ground like he mad at Minato, beating the grass off of it, since he is mad that he can't hang with Haku. Like, buddy, Kakashi can't hang with Haku, and that's a grown ass man. Relax. And speaking of, we see this man take one single step before starting to fall and face planting into the dirt. Washed. Some people just really ain't built to be Uchihas, man. But then again, a lot of them are frauds too.